Alright, what's up, guys? So, I'm probably gonna upset some CM Punk fans out there, but here's the thing, because that's always like the topic of discussion when CM Punk is not, signed with a wrestling company, is that, oh, he's coming back at this pay per view, he's coming back at that pay per view. And I had gave up on that mindset a long time ago when because it was before he signed with AEW. And anytime when WWE was in Chicago, if it wasn't the fans chanting CM Punk, it was a bunch of people tweeting about CM Punk saying, "Oh, he's coming back tonight. He's coming back tonight." And just for him to end up signing with AEW. And honestly, I think the only options that he has right now when it comes to wrestling is him signing with Impact Wrestling. And I can see where he might do something like that because I know they are changing to TNA Impact, so I can see him doing an appearance and stuff. And whether he's face or heel, yeah, I could see something like that happening. Or him creating a wrestling business with his wife or whoever else out there, that wants to create a wrestling business with him. But I don't know. Like, I just don't see him coming back. Is that like my eye? I think I got like a pimple or something underneath my eye. Because I was like, bro, why it look like my eye? Or is that just the lighting? Hold on for a second. Nope, that's a pimple. Dang, I was like, my eye was looking crazy. I was like, bro, who punched me in my eye? But anyways, but no, man, overall, I think those are his only options. Him signing with TNA Impact or him creating a wrestling business with another wrestler that's not wrestling or with AJ Lee. But those are the only options that I see. I don't see him signing with WWE because the thing is this. The reason why I don't see him signing with WWE is that for the most part, a lot of you guys have worked at, some sort of job where you guys have had that toxic employee. Do you think, okay, despite how good that employee is for that company, do you think that they would risk their company going under because they want to say some things or they want to do some things? Or because if it comes down to it, where you have 500 employees, okay? 500 employees that can literally do the toxic employee's job time and time over and over again. Do you honestly think they're going to sacrifice 500 employees for one good name? Because let's say he goes back to WWE and he gets into it with Kofi Kingston. Do you think if it comes down between Kofi Kingston, who's been loyal to this company since the day he got signed, or CM Punk, they done talk crap about this company, probably on podcasts, on AEW, he done talk, like I'm saying, he done said some things. I think it's some things that he can't really take back. Meanwhile, or even if it's like The Miz, or let's say he wants to get into it, and people think that he gonna come back and dethrone Roman Reigns. That's not gonna happen. I don't even see him dethroning Seth Rollins. I definitely, that's something that just wouldn't make any sense to me, where you have all of these wrestlers that can make a name for themselves, or even if they have already made a name for it. I see them giving the championship to Gunther. I see them giving the championship to Ricochet before I see them giving it to CM Punk. But I just don't see CM Punk coming back to WWE. I'm sorry, but if he does, it's going to probably be for a short time, and he's probably going to lose to somebody. Might have like a little rivalry. Yeah, it'll probably be good, but it's he'll have like a little rivalry with Cody Rhodes, maybe Seth Rollins. But I don't see them two putting over CM Punk. I'm sorry, but no, I just don't see it. All right. So that's why I'm like, what place would he overall have in WWE? Because I'm like, they tried having it with commentary and look how that turned out. They ended up getting rid of him. And there was like, and my thing is this. That's one thing that I will not take away from CM Punk, is that probably out of all the wrestlers that have walked through in and out the wrestling business, CM Punk probably will go in the top 5, like best like promo cutters, best microphone talkers, all that stuff. But they still got rid of him. So my thing is yeah, if anything, I can see where CM Punk, he might come back for like a retirement match, but he ain't gonna be there, taking away championships and thinking he's gonna run things. That's not gonna happen. And I guarantee and I promise you, they'll put that in his contract where it's like, okay, you can't be doing what you were doing when the last time you was here. That's not gonna happen again. All right, it's a brand new area. There's new faces and all. If you still think you gonna carry on that same attitude you had when you left, That's not gonna happen, bruh. So yeah, if he does, I feel like if he does go back to WWE, I feel like he's gonna be on a tightrope to the point where it's all like, yeah, he's gonna probably they're gonna be like, no, you could cut promos, you could say some crazy things, but it's like what, and even if it's like on some stuff where it's like, okay, let's say if they start him all the way at the bottom where he's going up against freaking Chad Gable. Okay, what could he possibly say about Chad Gable? Like, that's my thing where it's like, if I was WWE and I'm like, okay, do you think you would be able to cut a 5-star microphone promo against Chad Gable? Like, I'm saying, like, this is like going to elevate your career and Chad Gable's career. Because if not, bruh, I'm saying, like, if you can't cut a promo with him, and I know people are gonna probably be like, well, you can't compare him to like Seth Rollins, but it's like, still, the thing is like it's all within that same like conversation. It's all still within that same category. It's like my thing is like I want the very, very best from this man, but I don't want this man's anger and frustration and all that stuff. I want him to be able to cut a promo against Chad Gable, and then it's like, okay, then we'll have it where it's like if you can do that, if you can put somebody like him over, because I feel like, yeah, that definitely will elevate Chad Gable's career. If you could do some stuff like that, then it's all like, yeah, then we're gonna have it where you work your way up the ranks, and then yeah, possibly have it where you go up against like, yeah, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Gunther, like the championship faces of this company right now. But I'm like, if you can't do that, if you can't, my thing is this, because you never really see that where you see like a big name start from the bottom, so yeah, I'm like, and it'd probably be, maybe in some cases and situations, but I'm like, I feel like in the recent years you haven't really seen that, like, do you think that they would dethrone Roman Reigns and then have it where he goes back to NXT? No, I'm saying, so even they can have it where some stuff like that happens where he goes over to NXT, put some wrestlers over there. But I'm saying, my thing is this, I feel that, it's either going to be these things, okay? CM Punk, he goes back to WWE, but it's like some retirement match stuff, right? Where he's going up against people just like kind of like what John Cena was doing. That, maybe commentary, definitely ain't gonna do no backstage work. But yeah, or have it where he starts at the bottom and then he works his way all the way up to the top. But I mean the very, very bottom, like NXT, going up against like the least famous person against NXT and then working his way up, right? Because I'm saying like that, I feel like if he could do that, then it's like, then he's cut out for any company. But it's either going to be that, starts maybe a company up with a wrestler or AJ Lee, or he goes to TNA Impact. But I just don't see CM Punk going into WWE and then going up against the big bosses of WWE. That's not going to happen. This ain't the same WWE that he was signed to, over 10 years ago. It's a brand new business. There's a lot of faces and there's a lot of people trying to make a name for themselves. And my thing is this, if I'm Triple H or if I'm somebody behind the scenes at WWE, I would sit down the whole night trying to figure out every possible story on, okay, let's see if I can make Ricochet heel. How would I make him heel? What would I overall do with that? Have it where, freaking, I'm trying to think of some other stuff. I would be thinking like of every possible name in WWE and what new things could we do with them before I hire a person that we had to fire over 10 years ago. I'm sorry, but nah, bro. I'm not with that. So it's like, it's no disrespect to CM Punk, but I'm like, unless he's, gonna do some like start from the bottom and work his way up to the top. And yeah, they could do it in a short amount of time where they have it where, he can do like some fatal 4-way matches and get into it with multiple people and things, or one-on-one tag team, whatever the situation is. But it's like, I just don't see it where he's gonna come to WWE and he's gonna run things like how he did with AEW, because that's literally the only reason why he got signed, was because of his name. And they knew that, okay, if we pin him against like the top bosses and the champions of AEW, MJF and a bunch of other people, then yeah. But other than that, that's not gonna happen within WWE. I'm sorry, but no, I just don't see it. All right. So anyways, I'm just being realistic here. And it's, again, no disrespect to CM Punk. CM Punk will forever be one of the greatest wrestlers of our time. But I just don't see where he's going to be going to another company and then thinking that he's going to be running things there. It's like, nah, bro. It's going to most likely be some start from the bottom and then work your way up to the top and things. Like, earn that respect. Because I guarantee and I promise you, there's probably a lot of wrestlers that signed with WWE. That's probably like, if CM Punk even so much is look at me, the wrong way, it's gonna be a problem. And I guarantee and I promise you, if it comes down, let's say he gets into it like it's really some backstage politics stuff, right? Where he gets into it with Roman Reigns, he gets into it with even Solo Sikoa. Let's say he gets into it with them, or even it's like, you know, freaking the Usos. Or let's see if he, like, I'm trying to think of some other people he could get into it with. Charlotte Flair. If okay, that all right, that I feel like that would be perfect. All right. So yeah, let's say he gets into wrestling. He's like, oh, I don't need my dad to like bag me up and things when getting into wrestling. I did this all on my own. Let's say if he were to say something like that and Charlotte Flair were to take it as disrespect, and then they were to both get into it backstage, I guarantee and I promise you, well, yeah, they might look at it as, oh, Charlotte Flair just walked up on this man and started, but at the same time, it's like he says what he says on the microphone, and then somebody backstage takes it as disrespect. Then yeah, overall it's like it'll be one of those things where if it came down between Charlotte Flair or getting rid of Charlotte Flair or getting rid of CM Punk, I feel like the only reason why they would get rid of Charlotte Flair is if because she wants to leave WWE. But other than that, I feel like even with her right now where she's currently at, I feel like she has better chances of surviving in WWE than if they were to sign CM Punk right now. So yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't see it. All right. So, anyways, is somebody possible? If it's possible that you could convince me in the comment sections on how they could sign CM Punk. Other than that, I'm not going to see people just saying, "Oh, WWE needs to sign CM Punk." I feel like WWE is in a good place right now. They can live without CM Punk. All right. If they were to sign CM Punk, I honestly feel like it'll probably just be on some petty stuff to continue on the rivalry with AEW and things. So. But anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.